Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really had zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Carr on the bootleg. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you get ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it with Jacobs. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Josh Jacobs punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Quentin Jefferson gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for a penalty.
Here's Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's Gordon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 42. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. Touchdown, Broncos! Tim Patrick, 27 yards, and the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Johnson now to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know? He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two up.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings...
And that is caught! Touchdown, Raiders! Brian Edwards there to make the grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this. Teddy Bridgewater and the Broncos ready to go on offense. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way.
you've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On second down, Gordon once more. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Throwing, Bridgewater.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. Fourth down, straight ahead.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go.
The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Carr's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Carr.
Room to run past midfield.
Gets this to Waller.
And all the way down to the 41-yard line.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
2nd and 6. Here's Carr.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
So now Bridgewater and the Broncos down 21-14, 35 seconds to go.
And they've got to travel to full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Finding Sutton, and he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
And that is incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback, because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Denver, good night, everybody.